Hello, this is Joel Michael, and I'm here with my father, David Michael, and he's responding to a question that frequently comes up, which is, what are the advantages of referencing the Hebrew and Greek when seeking to better understand the scriptures?
Yes, Joel, thank you for posing that question. We get it quite frequently. Let me say that the Bible was written so that a 12-year-old child should understand it. It wasn't written to the theologians. It was written so that the common person can understand it. So we're very fortunate, whatever language we speak anywhere in the world, we're fortunate because the Bible has been translated into more languages than any other book. The Bible, of course, is God's love letter from his heart. And so we do not want to complicate a message so simple. Having said that, I will say that God did choose two languages to communicate to the entire world, Hebrew and Greek, and they're both brilliant, amazing, colorful languages. People frequently ask me, how much does it help if you are able to understand what the Greek or the Hebrew is saying? And what I often say is that it's like this. If you had a black and white TV set and you watched a movie and the audio was perfect, you would see the plot, you'd see everything that goes on, you'd hear everything that goes on. But if you're watching it on a color TV, there's things that, let's say the camera focused in on a rainbow over Noah's Ark or a kaleidoscope. Everyone watching the color TV would go, that's brilliant, fantastic display of color. The people watching the black and white TV set would say, well, I guess so, if you say so. So there is a unique flavor and color and charm to the Greek and Hebrew. I want to encourage all of you, you don't have to learn Greek and Hebrew or know the alphabet. I took them both at university level, both Greek and Hebrew, but there are many online helps that will get you, as an English speaker, everything that you need. You don't need to worry about the alphabet. I think the way I want to answer Joel's question is to look at a famous statement that Jesus made, which we've all heard quoted, render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. Both Matthew, Mark, and Luke record this, and they all say that when he gave this answer, they were astonished. The people were astonished. They were amazed. It's the same word that is used for how astonished the disciples were at the Mount of Transfiguration. Let's read it just in Luke, the passage in Luke 20. So the people watched him. They sent spies who pretended to be righteous that they might seize on his words in order to deliver him to the power and the authority of the governor. Then they asked him, saying, Teacher, we know that you say and teach rightly, and you do not show personal favoritism, but you teach the way of God in truth. So let's ask you, is it lawful for us to pay taxes to Caesar or not? But he perceived their craftiness and said to them, Why do you test me? Show me a denarius, the coin. Whose image and inscription does it have? They answered and said, Caesar's. And he said to them, Render therefore to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. But they could not catch him in his words in the presence of the people, and they marveled at his answer and kept silent. Matthew says they went their way. All three Gospels that tell this story say that the people were astonished beyond measure. As a teenager, I used to read this and go, well, it's a good answer, I think, but I don't know what's so astonishing. Let me tell you what's so astonishing about it. The word image or likeness is the word damut, D-A-M-U-T-H. And any 7-year-old Hebrew child in the time of Jesus would know that the word damut is used in the first chapter of Genesis. Let us make man in our own image and our own likeness. So he says, speaking in Hebrew, he says to the people that are trying to trap him in their words, he says, whose damut, whose likeness is this? They said Caesar's, falling right into his question. He says, then give to Caesar what has his image on it, and give to God what has his image on it. He turned the whole question, made them think it was just a really elementary question they'd ask. He turned the whole question around. So he's saying, if Caesar's image is on the coin, give him his coin. Give yourselves to God. You're God's image. So he answered a higher level, and it says they were all afraid to ask him any questions after that. This is a good illustration of how colorful the Hebrew and the Greek is. I trust that this has been a blessing to you. There will be more in this series. God bless you all, and make learning in the Scripture to be the most tasteful, delightful, appetizing, enticing thing you can think of. Bless you.